Hi students, this is Tara Potasnik, your teacher for Oral Interpersonal Communication. Today is day one. It's our second snow day, but we're going to act as if this is the first day of class, and I'm going to tell you, in part in this video, some of the things I would have told you on the first day of class so that we don't get behind and we still have time for all the projects we need to complete this semester. So welcome. Oral Interpersonal Communications has this course description: that it focuses upon speaking and listening, verbal and nonverbal communication. So you think about all the things we do when we communicate. We speak, we listen, we use our bodies, our faces, and our voices to communicate. We will talk about all of those things. And we will do a variety of things to practice those skills. So we will do projects, presentations, and group activities. So this is the course description that is shared by all sections of this course at MATC. My particular take on this class has three parts to it. First, professional, that we will focus on communicating as professionals. When do we want to see somebody that way and have them see us that way? So we will focus on communicating in the workplace, at your child's school meeting, when you are meeting with somebody from the town or the city to give them your opinion, times when you want people to perceive you professionally. That this class should be very practical, that the kinds of presentations you do will mirror, at least in part, something that you might actually have to do in your life at some point, and that it provides some practice, that this will be a low-stakes, supportive environment for you to have some of these communications experiences before you have to have them in your real life. This is the semester at a glance, and you can read a little bit about this in the syllabus as well. So we'll have 5 units. That'll take us all the way to the end of the semester. The first unit is kind of a basics unit, some concepts and foundational ideas for communication, and you'll apply those to your own life and yourself right now in a communication inventory. You'll do some self-evaluation, and you'll ask your friends and family, what are your strengths and weaknesses as a communicator, and set some goals for communicating in the future. And then we will start focusing on the workplace. So the first thing you need to do to communicate as a professional is get that job and get into the workplace. So the unit 2 is about communicating your potential through a job search. So you'll pick a job description of a job that you would actually want to apply for, write a resume and cover letter for it, and conduct a job interview with a partner or a small group from the class. So they'll interview you, you'll interview them as if you're actually trying to get the job. Third, we'll imagine you got that job and now you're in a position where at a staff meeting or with a small group of colleagues, you need to communicate persuasively in some kind of conflict. So your workplace is having a disagreement, or people aren't following the rules, or you need to announce a new policy that people are going to be upset about. How would you stand up in 5 minutes at that staff meeting and say, hey people, this is what we ought to do and why, or here's a new policy and why it's a good idea, or I need people to stop doing this and here's why. Fourth, we will think about the fact that our workplaces today are really globalized, international workplaces that involve lots of diversity and mixing of cultures. How do you communicate with other cultures? You'll pick a culture to research and do an informative presentation as if you are teaching us some important concepts about communicating between cultures. And last, we'll think about communicating in groups. So there's a particular set of skills when you individually present and a different set of skills when you present with a group. A lot of give and take and a lot of teamwork. So you with a group of your classmates will develop a scenario in which you're running a meeting of a group trying to accomplish something, and your meeting will comprise the final project. Every time there will be an assignment, I will announce it in 3 different ways. I'll tell you in class, I'll show it to you on the projector or write it down for you, and then you'll be able to check that on Blackboard. So the front page of Blackboard is a really, really good place to go to see what you need to do before class. These are the kinds of things you might have to do, or what you need to do to follow up on something we did in class. So that front page of Blackboard will always say for Monday or for Wednesday and get you caught up. You want to take a look at the syllabus. Here's some particular things to notice. Go ahead and read the whole thing, but in particular, notice where my contact information is. For example, if you needed to get in contact with me on a Wednesday outside of class, how would you do it? Go in there and check out how to find me. I want you to take a look at where your grade breakdown is. For example, you'll notice that one of the biggest ways to get points for this class is to keep up on your daily homework. So make sure that you check that out. Also, review some of the policies for the class. Make sure to read those thoroughly. In particular, you want to do all your own work. I don't accept any plagiarized material in this class. You want to keep up with Blackboard and email and familiarize yourself with that if you don't already know how to use them. You want to attend regularly. I give assignments in class that you cannot make up if you were not there. You want to make sure that you turn in late work within a week. It's worth it to do it if you get it done within a week. And last, that for this class, since we are practicing communicating with each other interpersonally, I want you to focus on communicating with the people in our classroom. And so I ask that you not use laptops or cell phones for anything but a quick check or a quick note in class, so that we're practicing those skills of communicating with each other. Okay. There are a lot of ways that you can get help in this class. You can always ask me for help. I'm never too busy for you. I am happy to devote tons of time and really go to bat for you. So be sure to ask me for help. Check out the library, the Writing Center, Disability Resource Services, and the Student Help Desk. Those are other people that really want to help you be successful. You can also keep in track with each other. This is a really great class to make contacts with each other, learn each other's names, trade phone numbers or Facebook friending or whatever you people do now to keep in contact with each other so that you can work as a team and support each other. The more that we do that, the more successful we will be as a class. For Wednesday, then, what I want you to do to be prepared is go ahead and read the syllabus thoroughly, get on our Blackboard site, make sure that you know how to use it, get into your student email, make sure you know how to use that. Make sure that you have access to a textbook. You can still complete your first assignment even if you don't. Chapter 1 is posted on Blackboard, but you're going to need the textbook. We will use the entire thing over the course of the semester, so you do need access to that. On Blackboard, go ahead and complete the Chapter 1 assignment and the Introduction Blackboard assignment. Some of you have already done that. That is awesome. And you can start now, but don't worry about finishing it just yet. The communication inventory, you can read those guidelines so you know what to expect, and responding to your classmates' introductions. And you also have until the end of the unit to do the Contact Your Instructor assignment, so make sure to read those and make plans for completing that.